is up guys, Jean here, back with another YouTube video, and this is part 2 of my family's trip to Europe this past May. And it starts off with us catching a flight from Barcelona over to Florence, Italy, and as we are landing we can see all of the beautiful architecture just from the window seat. The first location that we had to check out was Pitti Palace, and that's because it was on our way to the city from where we were staying at our Airbnb. After that, we went ahead and made our way to Piazza della Signoria, if I'm saying that right. And this place is awesome just because you can also see Palazzo Vecchio, as well as Logia de Lanzi, which is a whole bunch of statues, including the Perseus with the head of Medusa. So you can knock out 3 places all at once. We were then starting to feel a little hungry, so we went ahead and got ourselves some sandwiches, and these are really good. It's definitely a place that you should try if you plan to go to Florence. We just ordered these sandwiches from Al Antico Vinaio from this place right there. There's about 4 of the different stands on this street. But this one is the Inferno, and look at all that tasty goodness. But of course our meal could not be completed without some gelato. So we went ahead and went to Gelateria de Neri, which is just a couple streets further down from where we got our sandwiches, and this place is awesome. They have so many different flavors for you to choose from, and inside the little gelateria they have a refrigerator that is stocked with all of their extra flavors, so you can tell which ones are their best-selling flavors, and as you can see, it's most likely their pistachio. We then went ahead and went to the Museum of Opera of Saint Maria of Fiore, and this is where we purchased our tickets to the other museum locations around that area, as well as booked our date and time to climb the Duomo. And this part takes a little bit of planning beforehand because you want to be able to make sure that you are able to climb the Duomo while you are there. So if you book it late, then it might be a week's waiting time, so you might not be able to see it while you're there. So I would probably recommend purchasing them ahead of time. And in this museum, it's very nice because they have the bronze gilded baptistry panels in the Restoration Center, and it's really nice to see that they have the actual one inside compared to the fake one that's at the St. John's Baptistry across the way, I guess you would say. And going into the St. John Baptistries, they have these signs in front of all of the museums saying that they are not ticket offices, so you have to go to their 2 locations to purchase the tickets. And in order to go into any of these museums, you have to go through a security checkpoint where they'll look through your bags. Right now we're inside the Baptist church. We just had to scan our card to get in. And you can see there's some parts of it under restoration. If you look up, those walls right there and there are just images, whereas if you look there, over there, and there, you can actually see that those doors are not doors, but you can actually see the light and the windows, so the sunlight's actually shining through, whereas those are just pictures. Right now we're waiting in line, trying to get a place to climb the bell tower. And it's nice though, because then you are still next to the Duomo. We just made it past the first patch of steps, which is almost 150 steps, I'd say. I'd have to do the math. I think it was like 100. So this is what it looks like on the second platform, where there's like this gate thing in the middle. But you can see the first section that we were just on straight down there. There we go. So another cool fun fact about this bell that's on display right there. I don't know if you can hear me because it's really windy up here. That it weighs 5,000 pounds. And this is the wondrous view. Look at all that. Dang it, it's focusing on the fence. On our way to dinner, we passed by Piazza della Repubblica. And it's really nice because it has a really nice arch in the background as well as that merry-go-round. Right now we're headed to the best pizza place in all of Italy. Or not, I don't know about of all Italy, but of all Florence. It's a place called Gusta Pizza. Mainly just because it's super cheap. But Guy Fieri has also eaten there and it's actually pretty tasty. The only thing is that you have to share tables because the place is so small. It is also cash only, so you can't use any of your Apple Pay, NFC Pay, or credit cards or anything like that. I also wrote a Yelp review on Gusta Pizza, which I'll leave as a link in the description section down below, which you can feel free to check out. And as I'm panning the room in this shot, you can see that it's not that wide. There is a tiny section in the back where you can sit, but there's still only about 2 tables there. Alright, so here we're on the top, and you can see that there are these like plastic panes that say, "Keep going, please." But we're now closer to the top of the chapel. It's finally one segment that we just passed by. That was a straight road, which was so much easier than it being the windy road on the other way up. And right now we're waiting for people to squeeze by us because, like the bell tower, it's also very skinny. So we were like really far behind before, and then now there's like a backup of people because this, I guess, was the hardest part. Here we are, making a break for it. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, we've made it. Right now we're standing on top of the Cupola, and yesterday we were right there at the bell tower. But today is nowhere as near as windy as it was yesterday, and thank God, because here they don't have gates, so you would fly and lose your stuff. Whereas over there they have like those gates, guards that prevent you from flying. Now we're doing one last walk around the Cupola before they kick us off because we were part of the 6:30 batch and they close this thing at 7. A nice hack if you're going to be climbing the Cupola is to get gelato right before, because that's what we did and we felt 10 times better than when we climbed the bell tower. Oh, careful. Because sugar helps a lot. I know I look like a hellish demon right now. Thank you guys for watching my travel video on Florence, Italy. If you guys liked it, feel free to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for further content. And until then, I'll see you guys later.
Pitti Palace. Again. At the Pitti Palace. Say it.